Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Practice Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Ben. Hi, friends. We are so happy you're here today.
Before we start, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us make more free episodes for you.
Yes, and thank you so much. Every like, every comment, it means a lot to both of us.
So, Ben, today we have a topic I really love. We're going to talk about how to train your brain to think in English faster.
Oh, this is a great one. So many learners have this problem. You want to speak, but your brain is slow. You translate every word in your head first.
Exactly. And by the end of this episode, you will have simple habits and useful phrases to help you think in English every day.
Real tools you can use at work, with new friends, when you travel, anywhere.
Ben, can I ask you something honest? When you speak your second language, do you still translate in your head sometimes?
Oh, yes, all the time. Last week I was in a shop and I wanted to ask for a bag, but my brain went, wait, how do I say this? And I just stood there, silent.
I know that feeling. It's like your mouth is closed and your brain is running. You want the perfect sentence, but the moment is gone.
Right. And this is why we're here, to make that moment easier for you.
So let's start with the first big question. What does it mean to think in English? Ben, how do you explain it?
Good question. To think in English means that words come to you directly in English. You don't say the sentence in your first language first. You go straight to English.
Yes. For example, you look at a cup of coffee. A learner who translates thinks, okay, in my language it's this, and in English it's coffee. But someone who thinks in English just sees the cup and the word coffee comes.
Fast and easy. No middle step.
And listener, this is a skill. It's not magic. You can train it like a muscle, a little every day.
I love that. Small steps, every day.
So let's talk about our first habit, naming things around you in English.
Oh, this is my favorite. It's so simple. You look around your room and you say the words in English. Chair, window, lamp, cup.
You can do it in your head, or you can say it out loud. Both are good. When I make my breakfast, I say, I'm cutting the bread, I'm making tea, I'm washing my cup.
That's a nice one. So you describe your actions, right?
Yes, describe. That word means to say what you see or what you do with words. I describe my morning, step by step.
I do this too, but in a funny way. When I walk to work, I look at people and I make small sentences. That man has a blue jacket. That woman is running. That dog is very happy.
Ha! That's cute. And listener, try this today. Look around you now. What do you see? Make one small sentence in English. Just one. That's already thinking in English.
You don't need long sentences. Short is perfect. It's sunny. I'm tired. This coffee is hot. These are real thoughts.
Now let's talk about another habit, talking to yourself in English.
People say this is strange, but honestly, it's the best trick.
You don't need a partner. You don't need a class. You just need you. In the shower, in the car, when you cook, talk to yourself in English.
What do you say, Emma? Give us an example.
In the morning, I might say, okay, what do I need today? My phone, my keys, my bag. Don't forget the umbrella. It looks like rain.
That's so natural. Real sentences from your real life.
And it feels safe. No one is listening. No one is judging you. You can make mistakes and try again.
I do the same. When I cook pasta, I say, first boil the water, then add some salt. Wait, where is the salt? Oh, here it is.
Listener, this is a great one for you. Right now, after this episode, try to talk to yourself for 1 minute in English. Just 1 minute. Say what you did today or what you will do tomorrow.
And don't worry about mistakes. Nobody is checking. This is your safe space to practice.
Beautiful. So we have habit 1, name things. Habit 2, talk to yourself. Now let's go to habit 3. This one is very powerful. Ready, Ben?
Ready.
Change your phone to English.
Oh, yes. This is a game changer.
Game changer is a nice expression. It means something that changes everything in a big way.
Right, because your phone is with you all day. If it's in English, you see English words all the time. Settings, messages, apps, everything.
At first, it feels a little difficult. You look for a button and you don't find it. But after 1 week, your brain gets used to it.
Get used to is another good phrase. It means to feel normal with something new. You get used to a new job, a new city, a new language on your phone.
I got used to it very quickly. And now, when I see my phone in another language, it feels strange.
Same for me. So, listener, this is a small change, but it works all day, every day. Try it this week.
And if you feel worried, don't worry. You can always change it back. But give it 7 days first.
7 days. That's a good challenge.
Now let's talk about listening. Because to think in English, you need to hear English a lot.
Yes, your ears need to know the music of the language.
I love that. The music of the language. English has its own rhythm, its own sounds.
And you can listen to English anywhere. Podcasts like this one, music, short videos, movies with English subtitles.
The trick is to listen to things you enjoy. If you don't like a topic, you will stop.
That's true. I tried to listen to a podcast about economics once. It was boring for me, and I stopped after 2 days.
Ha, honest.
But when I listen to something about food or football, I can listen for hours.
So find your topic. Cooking, sports, travel, animals, movies, anything. And listen a little every day.
Even 5 minutes a day is good. 5 minutes is better than 0.
Yes. And here's a tip. Try to listen without translating. Just let the words come. If you don't understand every word, that's okay.
This is so important. You don't need 100%. You need the main idea.
Listener, next time you listen to English, try this. Relax. Don't stop the audio. Just listen for the feeling of the story.
You will be surprised. Your brain understands more than you think.
Now, let's talk about reading. Because reading also trains your brain to think in English.
Short and simple is the key here. Don't start with a big novel.
Right. Start with something easy. A short article, a children's story, a social media post in English.
I read short news for learners every morning with my coffee. Just 5 minutes.
Perfect. And when you read, try to see the words as pictures, not as translations.
What do you mean, Emma?
For example, you read the word dog. Don't think of the word in your first language. Think of a real dog, a real image in your head.
Oh, I see. Word to image, not word to translation.
Exactly. This trick is very powerful. It builds a direct link between English and meaning.
I like this a lot. So, listener, next time you read a word, try to see the picture, not the translation.
Ben, I think it's time to talk about some common mistakes. Learners often make the same mistakes when they try to think in English.
Yes, let's do it. This will help everyone. Mistakes are normal. We all make them.
Mistake number 1, trying to speak perfectly.
Oh, this is a big one. Learners want every sentence to be perfect, and then they say nothing.
Right. Perfect is the enemy of speaking. It's better to say a small sentence with a mistake than to say nothing.
Yes. I go yesterday to the shop. Not perfect, but everyone understands. And that's a win.
Exactly. Communication first, grammar second.
Mistake number 2. Translating every word.
When you translate, you are slow. And sometimes your sentence sounds strange in English.
Because languages are different. A sentence that is normal in your language may sound funny in English.
So try to think in short English phrases, not full translations. Small blocks.
Good tip.
Mistake number 3. Waiting until you feel ready.
Oh, this is my favorite. Because you will never feel ready. Never.
It's true. You just have to start. Speak now with the English you have today.
Even 3 words is a start. I like coffee. Where is the bus? That's real English.
Mistake number 4. Studying only grammar rules.
Grammar is important, of course, but if you only study rules, you don't speak. You need practice.
Right. Rules in books, sentences in your mouth. You need both.
Mistake number 5. Being too hard on yourself.
Yes, please be kind to yourself. Learning a language takes time, years sometimes.
And every day you learn a little more. That's beautiful. Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to you last month.
I love that. You last month. That's your only real comparison.
And listener, if you make mistakes, please smile. Mistakes mean you are trying. They mean you are learning.
Beautiful. Okay, now let's have some fun. Let's do a small practice dialogue. Ben, are you ready?
Ready. What's the scene?
Okay. You meet a new person at a coffee shop. You just want to say a few natural sentences. Nothing complicated, just real English.
Perfect. Let's try. Hi, is this seat free?
Yes, sure. Please, sit down.
Thanks. It's really busy today.
I know. I come here every morning. Do you work near here?
Yes, just around the corner. And you?
I work from home, actually. But I like to start my day here.
Nice. The coffee is really good.
It is. Try the cake, too. It's my favorite.
Okay, let's stop there. Listener, did you notice? Short sentences, simple words. No big grammar, just natural talk.
And that's real English. Real people speak like this in real life. You don't need big words.
I want to say something to the listener. If you can say 5 simple sentences like these, you can have a conversation. Really.
Yes, 5 simple sentences. That's a coffee shop chat. That's a hello to a neighbor. That's real communication.
Let's review some useful words from today, quickly. Emma, can you start?
Sure. First word, describe. To describe means to say what you see with words. Example, can you describe your house?
Nice one. Next, get used to. It means to feel normal with something new. Example, I got used to my new job after 2 weeks.
Game changer. Something that changes everything in a good way. Example, this app is a game changer for my English.
The main idea. The most important point. Example, I don't understand every word, but I get the main idea.
And one more. Be kind to yourself. This means don't be angry with yourself. Give yourself time. Example, learning is hard, so be kind to yourself.
I love that one. Be kind to yourself, listener. Please.
Okay, before we finish, let's do a quick summary. Then, what should everyone remember from today?
The big idea is simple. To think in English, you need to use English every day, in small ways. Name your things. Talk to yourself. Change your phone. Listen and read a little.
And the most important thing, in my opinion, don't wait to be perfect. Speak now with the English you have today. Small steps every day. That's how your brain starts to think in English.
Yes, small steps every day. That's the secret.
And now, my favorite part of the episode. It's time for our question of the day.
I love this part. So, what's the question, Emma?
The question is, what is one small habit you will start this week to think in English more?
Ooh, good one. Let me answer first. My habit will be, I will talk to myself for 2 minutes every morning, in the shower. In English, of course.
Nice. Mine is different. I want to describe my walk to work. Every day, I will look around and make 5 English sentences in my head.
2 great habits, and both very simple.
Listener, now it's your turn. What will you try? Write your answer in the comments. You can start with, this week I will.
For example, this week I will change my phone to English. Or, this week I will listen to 1 podcast every morning.
If you don't know what to try, that's okay too. Just write, I want to think in English more. That's a great start.
And please, don't worry about mistakes in your comment. This is a safe space. We read every comment and we love reading them.
Yes, really. Emma and Ben, we sit and read your words. It makes our day.
So write something small, 1 sentence, and you already practiced your English.
Now, before we say goodbye, thank you so much for listening today. Thank you for your time. It means so much to us.
If this episode helped you, please give us a like. Share it with a friend who is learning English. And subscribe if you're new here.
And don't forget the bell. Turn on notifications so you know when we have a new episode. We really don't want you to miss it.
To the listener, I want to say this. You are doing great. Really, you are here, you are listening, you are learning. That is amazing.
Yes, your English is growing, even when you don't feel it. Trust the process. Small steps every day.
And remember, don't wait to be perfect. Just start.
Your brain is stronger than you think. Speak the English you have today, and tomorrow you will have a little more.
I love that. Speak today, grow tomorrow.
Thank you again, friends. We will see you very soon in the next episode.
Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. And keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, friends. See you soon.